Forecast. I'm co-host Loaf, and I'm here with the host Joseph, and we're here to do UFC Jacksonville, Topuria versus Josh Emmett. I don't think we're going to recap last week.
No, let's forget about last week.
Last week was pretty bad, man. I mean, we definitely weren't the only ones to do bad. A lot of people, man. Like, there's some weird fights and weird upsets.
Yeah.
Dan Argueta, man, we hit him on DraftKings, and it would have been crazy for that first round one, but
the ref stopped that one
no
a little bit
contest.
early. Keith Peterson.
Yeah. I mean, I believe if it would have went, though, Dan Argueta still would have submitted.
I think Ronnie was seconds away from tapping.
It was in there tight, so I think it was done anyway, but it was still a piss off for sure.
And Marvin Vettori, he was one of my locks. He lost for me, and I had a lot of money on him. I had over $100 on him by decision, and Cannonier just pieced him the fuck up. But my other lock, Manuel Torres, got that first round finish. Like I said, that was my most confident prop last week.
Good finish, knocked him out cold.
But yeah, let's forget about last week, Wolf. Let's get right into these early predictions for UFC Jacksonville. Make sure to smash the like button, suplex the subscribe button. We really appreciate that support. And we're going to give away $500 once we hit 500 subscribers to show our appreciation to everyone. So just join our Discord. We're going to have a giveaway bot set up in Discord. We also have locks, dogs, props of the week posted in Discord right away. So you get early exclusive access there. And if you want to get early and exclusive access to all of our bets, just join Patreon. It's only $5 a month. And you can get all of our bets there. We have platinum picks out there in the forecast forensic. We're going to start it off with the prelims, Loaf. First up, we
got Cody Brundage and Sedriques Dumas.
They were supposed to be on the main card, but now they're down to the prelims.
Well, that makes sense, man. Yeah. Sedriques Dumas only had one fight in UFC so far. He shouldn't be on the main card.
And he got slaughtered against Josh Friend. Absolutely slaughtered. He got submitted in the second round, and he's a street fighter originally. He didn't even look that great on the feet. He couldn't do much with his reach. And in this one against Cody Brundage, I see it going the exact same way, but maybe a first round finish for Cody Brundage, who has some submission wins, has some knockout wins, only has the one decision win, but he's going to be super dangerous in this fight.
Also, as we know, Cody Brundage loves the guillotine, and Sedriques got finished last time by a guillotine.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Cody Brundage, man, he should be the better wrestler, should be able to find that submission for sure. Even on the hands, Cody Brundage still hold his own, I think. Yeah. He's fought good competition, better than Sedriques Dumas for sure, so Cody Brundage is the play here for sure. Yeah,
Sedriques has horrible takedown defense. He has a lot of holes in his wrestling game, and Cody's going to pick apart those holes and just dominate this fight. I definitely see him getting the finish.
Yeah, the only thing Dumas has got is that 7-inch reach advantage. I think Cody Brundage will be able to find his way in anyway. So Cody Brundage, probably by submission, I think. But
yeah, I like the submission. Like you said, guillotine, definitely live.
It is live. And next up, we got a big one, man. Tatsuro Taira versus Kleydson Rodrigues. This is going to be a good fight, man. I'm obviously going to go Tatsuro Taira, man. This guy's really good on the feet. Got the submission wins as well. I got to go Tatsuro Taira, man. Kleydson also very good, but Tatsuro's going to shine. Yeah, I got to go Tatsuro Taira by finish.
Yeah, Taira's 23, same age as us. But I think he's the real deal for sure. But this is a tough test against Kleydson Rodrigues, who's going to test him on the feet here, but on the ground, Taira's going to get this one done.
Yeah.
He submitted CJ Vergara, and Kleydson lost a split decision to CJ, so that's a little bit of MMA math for you, but I see this one going the same way, man. Submission for Tatsuro Taira, super dangerous on the ground. He won his last one by a triangle in the first round.
I took Jesus that you later for my dog.
Yeah, Jesus was your dog.
He was the dog.
Underdog of the week.
I was pissed.
But yeah, Tatsuro Taira, 125. He's safe to parlay, and he's probably going to be on our safety parlay this week too.
Yeah, for sure.
And next up, we got Jamall Emmers against Jack Jenkins. And Jamall Emmers is coming off that win against Hussein Askabov.
That's my former lock
Lock of the week. He ruined that one for you.
I was on an 8 streak up until that point.
Yeah, that was your biggest lock streak, and then Jamall ruined the night for you.
Yeah.
He has really good takedowns. He averages 2, and he has a 6-inch reach advantage here. Jack Jenkins is my former lock.
Yeah.
And, he had a questionable IQ. Couldn't get the job done against Don Shanis. But he's a pretty good striker, attacking the leg kicks. But in this one, I think Jamall is going to take him down and pick him apart at range. 6-inch reach advantage, like I said, for Jamall. This is going to be a tough one for Jack Jenkins, the green fighter. I think he's a little bit too green to get the win here against Jamall.
Yeah, I agree, man. I got to go Jamall Emmers. He looked really good his last time out. I think he's actually doing a lot better. I think he's getting better training partners and better coaches and stuff, and he's doing a lot better. So I got to go Jamall Emmers, man. I think he's going to turn things around in the UFC for himself. So Jack Jenkins, he's good, but he hasn't really fought anyone like this yet.
No. So he's fought some pretty low-level competition in Australia there.
Yeah. So you got to go Jamall Emmers, man. Could even be possibly the finish. He looks so good against Hussein Askabov. It could be the finish, but if not, just take him money line 153 or decision.
Yeah, I really like him to win in this fight. I'm thinking decision against Gija Chikazde. He did pretty good on the feet. Lost a split decision there. I see him getting this one done on the judges' scorecards.
Next up, we got my lock of the week, Trevor Peek, and I know Joseph's kind of on me about this one. I know some people are going to disagree with me, but I got to go Trevor Peek, man. He got it for me last time. He was my former lock of the week. $1.90, great value for him. He's got 8 knockouts out of 8 wins, all 100% KO rate. And Jose Mariscal is actually really good. He's got 6 knockouts himself, 3 subs. He grinds down people, gets some takedowns and stuff. But I think Peek can bounce up like he did against Gonzalez and find the feet, man. I think Jose Mariscal has been knocked out 3 times. I think Trevor Peek's going to find the chin. So Trevor Peek for KO is my play.
I think as long as Jose doesn't get knocked out here, I think he could probably get this one done. He has a decision win over Yusuf Zalal and Pat Sabatini. He has a decision loss to Sean Soriano, Bryce Mitchell. But like you mentioned, chin's kind of questionable. He has 3 knockout losses: Gregor Gillespie, Joanderson Brito, Steve Garcia. But he's fighting all UFC caliber competition.
He is. Oh, yeah.
Like, he's fighting
this is a test for Peek to pass.
Huge test.
Yeah.
And Jose, he was an underdog. Now it's an even money fight. And the crowd and the public's definitely going Jose with the experience. I got to as well. Trevor was taken down 4 times against Eric Gonzalez in the first round. Only 4 minutes in that fight, and he was taken down 4 times. I think Jose is going to take him down and control him and keep him down. And Jose has a pretty good gas tank. He's going to test Trevor's gas tank in this fight, probably wear him down, beat him in the second and third
It all
round.
comes down if Jose can hold him down or if Trevor Peek can bounce back up like his last fight. If he can bounce back up, he has a chance. If he stays
But how many times can he bounce back up? That's going to be a question mark.
Oh, if it goes past midway round 2, he's going to lose.
Yeah,
for sure. It has to be beginning of
Trevor
round 2.
has 6 first-round knockouts, so he's a first-round fighter. First-round knockout or bust for him in this fight, I think. I think he's going to fail the test, and Jose's going to get it done here.
He very well could fail.
Mexico's on the rise, but Quinones last week, man,
I don't know how he lost
proved
that,
us
man.
wrong.
No, I don't think anybody had that Kang fucker.
No, I don't think anyone had Kang last week.
No,
Couple guys maybe, but
maybe that we don't know about. But
yeah, I can't go against Mexico on this one, even though Trevor Peek looks like...
Trevor Peek, I just think, has that crazy strength, man. He has a good chin, too. I just hope he can hold up. And if he can find that right hand, I think he'll be okay.
Jose has the grappling advantage in this fight for sure, so I'm taking him for the decision win. I see a lot of people thinking this one's going to be a finish inside the distance. I'm actually going to pick Jose to win by a decision in this one.
Make sure to suplex the subscribe button, smash the like button. We appreciate that support. Also, join our Patreon.
Only $5 a month for Patreon, exclusive and early access to all of our bets. We also have platinum picks and forecast forensic in the Patreon. And Discord, join that. It's absolutely free. We're going to have the giveaway bot set up in that once we hit the 500 subs. We're going to give away $500. So jump in Discord. We post the locks, dogs, and props of the week in there early. So you're going to get some early access in Discord. Join that community. It's going great. And let's keep going with these prelims, Loaf. We got my lock of the week, Zhalgas Zhumagulov. I'm going 2 locks again, though. And he's going to be fighting Joshua Van. And, they're just giving Zhalgas a winnable fight here. I think Joshua's pretty green. Another green fighter on this card.
Young, too. He's a young guy.
I got to go with the guy with the UFC experience. He's got robbed the last couple times on the judges' scorecards. I think he should have beat Charles Johnson. He was a huge favorite going into that scoring of the judges. And he lost when the judges gave their scorecards. I don't know how he lost. He was a huge favorite. But he gets this one done. They're giving him a very winnable fight here, Loaf.
Yeah, I agree, man. Joshua Van, he may be good, but he's, like I said, he's never really faced... Zhalgas has faced a lot of people in the UFC, man. Step up to
Amir Albazi.
When you step up to the UFC, it's a whole different game. Joshua's facing a guy who's fought a lot of people, goes to a decision with tons of people.
He went the distance with Amir Albazi,
exactly,
too. So.
Yeah. I think this is a good chance for Zhalgas to even possibly get a finish for himself. Yeah. I think he might be able to find that. If not, 153 play that, but most likely a decision for Zhalgas.
Yeah, I think Zhalgas could definitely find that finish.
He could, though. Yeah.
Joshua's only loss was by submission, and Zhalgas' last win was by submission against Jerome Rivera, so I could definitely see the submission. I could definitely see the knockout. He has 7 of those. I don't think he wants to go to the judges' scorecards, that's for sure.
No, he doesn't want to leave it to the judges again. No more.
Lock of the week, 100% guarantee Zhalgas gets it done, and I'm going to have 2 this week.
Next up, we got Tabatha, Ricci, and Gillian Robertson, and me and Joseph disagree on this one. Yeah. I got Tabatha, Ricci. Gillian Robertson, yes, I mean, she is a great submission artist, but I don't think she's going to have 3 submission wins in a row. I think Tabatha Ricci is too good. She also has a submission. She's a great grappler, great striker. I think she'll be definitely a better striker than Gillian, so I gotta go Tabatha Ricci to get this one done. Probably by a decision, honestly, against Gillian.
Yeah, I think Ricci's gonna be the better wrestler for sure. She averages 4 takedowns, but Gillian's gonna be able to pull the submission off one of Ricci's takedowns. Gillian might not be able to find the takedowns here or be the better striker, but she's live for that submission every fight she's in.
Oh, she is.
She just submitted Rose Nagano in a grappling match, but she still submitted the former champ. Tabatha Ricci here. She has a 42% striking accuracy. I don't even think she's that great of a striker, and I think she's going to get submitted against Gillian Robertson. I didn't pick Gillian last time against Pierre Rodrigues there, and she failed the armbar. I regret not taking our Canadian. Got to take her again after the Canadians going 100% in Vancouver, man.
Yeah.
Not going against the Canadians. Not going to make that mistake this time.
Yeah.
Gillian by sub. Easy.
Next up, we got another one that we disagree on. Mateusz Rebecki versus Loik Radzhabov. This is going to be a really good fight, man.
Yeah,
this
fight of the night for sure.
This is going to be a close fight, but I got to go Rebecki, man. This guy's a technical fighter. I know he's kind of faced a little bit lower level, but he's still really technical, really good on the feet. He's just got to avoid the takedowns against Loik and possibly the right hand. He has been knocked out before, so he's got to avoid that, but I think he's the more well-rounded technical fighter, so I got to go Mateusz Rebecki.
More technical. Loik's going to be more powerful, and Loik loads up on that right overhand. And he was fighting in the PFL too, so he has some very good experience in the PFL. He was a finalist in the PFL. So I think he's going to get this one done. In the second and third round, he's going to wear out Mateusz Rebecki. He's going to attempt a lot of takedowns. Last time he went 11 for 21. I think he's going to be too relentless. Rebecki is relentless as well, but this is like a dogfight, man, 50-50. Rebecki's coming in as a 220 underdog right now, so I'm going to make Loik Radzhabov my underdog of the week. I think he edges this one out. Rebecki, this is a step up in competition for him. This is a step down for Loik. And Tajikistan, another country on the rise. I see him getting this one done. Possible knockout, too. The only time Rebecki lost, it was a knockout. Yeah. And that guy was 9-7. I know it was early in his career, but, man, I think Loik has the power to get this one done by KO.
Yeah, man. Next up, we got Randy Brown versus Wellington Turman, and this was the other person I was thinking about taking for a lock, but I took Pete because he is $1.40, and we agreed to go over $1.40.
Yeah.
But I mean, he could. That's what you can still take $1.40, but I think he's going to drop a bit. So
I think he will, man.
He will drop. So I gotta go Randy Brown, man. This guy is way better than Turman. Has a 6-inch reach advantage, 3-inch height advantage. He faces way better competition. Wellington Turman has been finished quite a bit of times. I might have to go Randy Brown by finish on this one.
Yeah, Wellington's coming down to 170 from 185 too. It could be a tough weight cut for him. Randy Brown's very technical, very powerful on the feet. Good, yeah. I don't see him getting submitted here against Wellington Turman, who is trained with Glover. So give him credit. He's trained with pretty good guys here. But Randy Brown, man, he's the real deal. He's going to bounce back big after that Jack Della Maddalena loss.
And that's against Jack Della, man.
He's going to have a 6-inch reach advantage here, man. It's going to be very difficult for Wellington to get a takedown or even get together some strikes. I think Randy Brown is just going to pick him apart in this fight. He's another safe one to parlay. Yeah. And I could see him on our safety parlay this week as well, Loaf.
For sure. Next up, we got a really good fight as well.
Very close fight, I think.
It is. Neil Magny versus Phil Rowe. And this comes down to, it's either going to be Neil Magny for submission or Phil Rowe by KO, I think. I don't think this fight goes the distance it may. They're very similar, 6'3", 6'3", 80 inches, 80 inches.
Yeah, they're like the exact same fighter.
Exact same build pretty well, man. It's a really interesting fight.
Yeah, same build, not the same fighter, that's for sure.
But, dude, I got to side with Neil Magny, I think. He fights really good competition, man. Gilbert Burns, Shavkat Rakhmonov. Yeah. I mean, this guy fights high level, high level. Phil Rowe is just getting up there. His last win against Nico Price, who isn't that great. Round 3 also. So I got to go Neil Magny, man. I think he might find that sub on Phil Rowe.
Yeah, I like the guys with more UFC experience. Yeah. You know, they're seasoned, they're ready to go. Neil Magny had 4 takedowns against Daniel Rodrigues, ended up submitting him. This one could go very well the same way. Phil Rowe, you know, he's going to have some power.
He's powerful, yeah.
D-Rod had some power too, and Neil dealt with that. And Neil also dealt with the Leech's power. Li Ji Liang, Kelvin Gastelum, Robbie Lawler, Jeff Neal.
Fights high level.
He fights high level guys. He fights guys with very good hands and very good strikers, and he's dealt with them no problem. Yeah. And he's won decisions against them all. This is another one where I think he's going to win another close decision. Submission's definitely live.
I think it is the sub, man.
I just don't see it in this one. I think Phil Rowe is going to be able to defend the submissions. He has a couple submissions on his record as well. He has 100% finish rate, so, you know, pretty tough guy. 3 losses, 2 of them by a decision, 1 to Gabe Green. I can see it going the same way.
Has he been subbed or KO'd?
He was knocked out once, so
yeah.
I think it's going to go to the judges' scorecards.
Probably a decision, but I do like the sub prop.
The sub prop for Neil is definitely live, man. That D-Rod submission, very impressive, and it was in the 3rd round too, so he's live for all 3 rounds.
And next up, we got my former underdog of the week, Bruno Silva versus Brendan Allen.
I was going to make Bruno my dog, too. And
this is going to be a banger, man. This is going to be a really good fight.
Another fight of the night fucking contender here.
I still am not sure what I'm going to do with this one. I got to side. I think I got to side with Brendan Allen, though, man. Brendan Allen, very good. Great submission. I mean, the way he bet Andre Muniz last time. I mean, I did not expect that at all. So I got to go Brendan Allen for submission, man. I think he's going to be way better on the mat. Bruno doesn't have much experience down there. He's going to be a problem if Brendan gets him down. So Brendan Allen for submission for sure.
Yeah, I think Bruno might be able to find it on the feet.
Good.
Last fight against Brad Tavares, he found that KO. But Brendan Allen, man, he's going to be trying to go for that submission, knowing that Bruno has 6 submission losses. Bruno was submitted to GM3, which isn't a great look, and makes it even more doable for Brendan Allen.
100%.
But fuck, man, Brendan Allen was also knocked out to Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland, so he doesn't handle the power very well.
That's funny, he was knocked into the two people that trained together. Eh?
Yeah, and I think Bruno, man, if he finds the chin, he gets a couple good combos in. I think he's going to knock out Brendan Allen, but
he's just got to avoid the takedowns, man. And he very well could. Like, he is live.
And even if he doesn't avoid the takedowns,
I think that was the price of him last fight.
$250.
Yeah.
Against Bruno or against Brad Tavares. So he found the win against Brad Tavares. I think he might find it again against Brendan Allen, but I'm not betting this one, that's for sure.
I'm going to enjoy this one.
Just taking Bruno for the pick. Enjoy this one. Fight of the night contender for sure. And next up, we got Gabriel Santos coming in as a pretty good favorite against David Onama. David Onama fought some pretty good competition, has a decision loss to Mason Jones and Nate Landwehr. And Gabriel Santos coming off that split decision to Lerone Murphy.
Split.
Yeah, like that was close, man. Gabriel had 5 takedowns in that fight.
Lerone Murphy is a killer, bro.
Yeah, like the 5 takedowns against Lerone just tells me that David Onama is not going to be able to defend those takedowns. This Brazilian's going to be relentless, go for those takedowns, get that control time again.
He has good hands,
and Lerone Murphy's a much better fighter than David Onama.
Oh, 100%.
So
this is cut and dry for us, I think.
Unless David Onama finds that big shot.
I swear to fuck, if this is a Kang fight, I'm going to lose my mind.
It could be, man. David Onama has a lot of power. But Gabriel Santos, man, he's going to be relentless. He's gritty as fuck, and I see him winning it on the judges' scorecards.
For sure.
And he's obviously a huge favorite, so...
Yeah, Gabriel Santos might even get that finish, man. He's definitely live for it. I mean, these, like I said, these two are known for finishing. Like, David Onama's got a ton of finishes. Gabriel Santos is going quite a bit. This could be a finish easily. Gabriel Santos could be live for it.
Santos also has a win over Elves Brenner, who beat Tukogov. Beat him by a decision. So when he stepped up in competition, it went the distance. Usually when these guys have to step up in competition, it usually goes 3 rounds. They don't end up finding the finish, so I see this one going the distance for sure. Unless Onama finds that fucking lucky shot.
Yeah. Next up, we got Austin Lane and Justin Tafa. I know Joseph's got Tafa. But
lock of the week. He's going to be my second lock, too.
But I have to go with Lane, man. I mean, I do.
And Lane's going to be your underdog of the week, too.
Justin Tafa's 6-3. Austin Lane obviously has quite a bit of MMA experience if he's 12-3. And he's got a 6-inch reach advantage. He's 6-inch height advantage.
He has experience getting knocked out.
Well, maybe he will.
Hardy. Maybe flatlined against Greg Hardy.
Maybe he will. But a guy who has a 6-inch reach, a 6-inch height, tons of finishes, and he's 237, I have to take it, man.
The bigger they are, the easier they fall.
Maybe he will. He
stands straight up like a board, stiff like a board, chin's right there to be hit. Justin Tafa hits like a truck. Nothing changes here. It's going to be a round 1 KO. He just knocked out Parker Porter, who looked pretty good.
Possibly, yeah, but I got to go Austin Lane for finish.
Austin Lane.
Or KO.
Okay, what's it? Where is it here? Yeah. Austin Lane was knocked out 3 times to 7-5 Greg Hardy, 8-5 Vernon Lewis. And now he's going to fight 6-3 Justin Tafa, who knocked out Harry Hunsucker, Parker Porter. They're still UFC caliber guys.
Harry Hunsucker is not.
First round, though, man. Just cleans them first round. Like, doesn't give them a chance. Hits like a
Parker
truck.
Porter, yes. Not Harry Hunsucker. Don't
but
put that name into this.
Greg Hardy knocked out Austin Lane. Fucking cleaned him. Cleaned him, man. These ex-NFL players, I don't see them doing very good in the UFC. I think it's going to be a short run for Austin Lane. I see him getting finished. And Austin Lane has a 100% finish rate, so he's going to be going in there looking for the kill. And it's a 100% finish rate on both sides. Like I said, knocked out all 3 losses. Justin Tafa has 4 knockout wins, and 4 of those were in the very first round. He has a pretty good chin as well, too. I think it's going to hold up, get the job done here, make him my second lock. I'm fading Loaf's dog of the week, Austin Lane here. Loaf, you lost your last 4 dogs of the week.
Yeah, he very well could fucking lose. I don't know what else to take except for...
Your underdog streak was 5 underdogs in a row, and then now I think you're gonna miss 5 underdogs in a row after hitting 5 in a row.
Yeah. You never know.
I'm locking in going against your underdog this week. And next up, we got my girlfriend Amanda Rebaz, 11-3, against Macy Barber, 12-2. This is a very good matchup. But Macy Barber, I went against her last time against Andrea Lee. Andrea Lee, that was a close one, man. Very close. Yeah. And this one, I'm definitely going Amanda Rebaz side. It's going to be an easy decision win here. She just beat Vivian Araujo. She has very good experience in that octagon. She beat Mackenzie Dern, Verna Jandaroba, and both those girls coming off big wins. I think this is a tough fight for Macy Barber, and this is a big step up in competition as well. Cannot fade the Amanda Rebaz side. She's training with her father's team Marcella Rebaz, and her hands are looking very good right now, whatever they're doing. Can't go against them.
Yeah, no, I mean, this one's cut and dry for me. Amanda Rebaz by decision. That's what it's going to be, I believe. She's way better with fights with way better people, so Amanda Rebaz decision for sure to play.
Her hands look phenomenal last fight, and she has a 70% strike defense. She's going to dominate this fight and look clean as fuck.
For sure. And next up, we got my all-time favorite fighter. Number one on my list. I can't tell anyone how excited I am for this fight. Ilya Topuria versus Josh Emmett. Ever since Damon Jackson, I said Ilya is going to be a champion. I believe he will be a champion for sure. He'll give Alexander Volkanovski a great go. I think he might even beat him. This kid has absolute power in his hands. Great submission skills. Submitted Bryce Mitchell his last time out. Josh Emmett got submitted his last one by Yair, who Yair doesn't have many submissions. I got to go Ilya. Ilya's at 100. Is it 100? Yeah, it's 100%.
No, his only decision win was Yusuf Zalal on his UFC debut, man.
So 12 finishes, man. But you still got to go, man. This kid has power.
Yeah, he's
in
finishing
his
guys
hands.
right now.
I mean, the way he knocked out Damon Jackson, Jai Herbert, Ryan Hall. I mean, this kid's been finishing people in the UFC. So Ilya Topuria for sure the pick, man.
Topuria's on a tear right now. Nothing's going to change Josh Emmett.
I got to see the prices first, but I'm going to go by finish if it's enough value. I don't know if it will be. He's going to be pretty cheap for the finish, I think. If not, you got to go for that sub, I think, man. Josh Emmett is good on the feet. I think Ilya Topuria will take it to the ground, get that sub just like Mitchell.
Yeah, Josh needs that lucky shot to win this fight by knockout. He was knocked out to Jeremy Steffens, and Ilya Topuria is another guy that hits like a truck on this card.
And we got a 12-year age difference as well.
Yeah, we got a 12-year age difference. The younger fighter, Ilya Topuria, he has a lot more juice in the tank.
Yeah, I should have made this guy my lock, man. He's probably my all-time favorite fighter on the UFC roster right now. And I find it hilarious how people thought Paddy Pimblett was going to beat this guy.
Yeah.
You guys are fucked, man, if you thought Paddy Pimblett was going to beat this guy.
Paddy's a bit of a bust.
Yeah.
Pretty well lost to Jared Gordon. Ilya would dismantle.
Fuck him.
Completely dismantle.
Yeah.
Paddy is a fraud. Ilya is not a fraud.
Ilya the play, boys.
So that brings us back to the locks and dogs of the week. Loaf, one more time. Who you got for your lock of the week?
I'm risking it, man. I'm going 190 Trevor Peak.
And my locks this week, I'm going 2 of them. First up, Justin Taff on the main card. I'm going against your underdog of the week. Your last 4 underdogs all missed. I think you're going to miss 5 underdogs in a row.
Possibly.
After hitting 5 underdogs.
Go back on a streak.
And then my second lock is Zhalgas Zhumagulov. Both these fighters, they have questionable records at first look. But if you look deep into it, they've fought some pretty good competition, and they're definitely going to get the job done here on Saturday in Jacksonville. No doubt about it. Underdogs, Loaf, who you got?
Underdogs, I got Austin Lane. I know some people aren't going to like that, but
especially me.
Yeah, I mean, I was floating between him and Bruno Silva. I landed on him, but I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Bruno Silva's too risky for me, man. Brendan Allen's too good.
My underdog, Loik Radzhabov, 17-4-1, coming from the PFL, has great experience, has great power in his hands. He's a 220 underdog, fighting out at Tajikistan. They're on the rise, and I see him getting this one done, likely by a decision. A lot of banger fights on this card, but a lot of sketchy fights too. You got to be careful betting on this card for sure. Last week, we should have been a lot more careful. I think I lost fucking 50 units. I think I lost like $500 last week, Loaf. So it was not a very good showing of bets for me. Not a very good showing of picks. I think I went 4 for 13 on picks. So big turnaround here in Jacksonville, Florida for me.
And I know we're going to come over lock props and stuff later and stuff like that. But I do want to tell this. That I want to say this. Predict it right now. Ilya Topuria round 2.
Ilya Topuria round 2, and I already have that as your value prop.
Yeah.
I already started working on the value props.
Round 2.
Lock props, value props, underdog props are going to be in Discord, so join that. So you just heard Loaf's value prop this week. Ilya Topuria round 2, his last 2 wins were in round 2.
Josh Emmett got finished in round 2 his last one.
Emmett just got finished in round 2, so there's a little treat for you guys. Probably going to be great value too.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for Friday. We'll give you the lock props, value props, underdog props at the end of that show. Sorry for the late show. This is probably going to be out there Wednesday for you guys, but we're still here. Forecast coming back for revenges. The forecast is coming back for revenges. Fuck! The forecast is coming back for revengeance this week in Jacksonville. Stay tuned for Friday's show. Cheers, and have a good one.